Hey everybody, Kelly here, and I want to thank you for watching the video. And as always, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the bell. You'll be updated when I put out new videos. Guys, look at the videos that I have on the channel. There are a lot of great marketing tips, strategies, and ideas for you to use immediately. And on some of them are covering topics like free buyer, free seller lead gen, softwares that I currently use that's crushing it. So take a look at the videos I've created. There is so much content in there for you guys, and I want you to drop me some comments when you do watch the video. So today we're going to get into Facebook ad creation for buyers. Some of these buyers will be sellers. They're going to have a home to sell and they want to buy another one. And we want to talk about crafting a perfect ad, a good high converting ad, and utilizing Facebook lead pages, lead ads. So stay tuned. At the very end of the video, I'm going to actually show you how to take those lead ad leads that come in and dump them into a very inexpensive software that will literally text, email you when the lead comes in, and then from your mobile app, you'll be able to either send a pre-done text, a pre-done email that you create, or call them directly from the message that you get when you are notified. So stay tuned because you want to see that software. Now, for those of you that use Zapier and you're proficient with it, the software that I'm going to share with you at the end will kind of be a waste of time for you. But if you are like the average agent and you don't know how to use Zapier and it's just too complicated, you're going to want to pay attention. All right, so with that, let's jump into creating the perfect buyer Facebook lead form ad that will convert for you. So what you're going to do on your Facebook business page, go up and hit the word create, hit the word ad, and it will load your dashboard and you'll be off and running. Now there's a couple things that you're going to want to do before you start the ad is on the special ad category. Now I'm not going to take time in this video to explain to you why. Just trust me, and if you want, you can Google why you need to do this. So moving forward, I'm going to try to stay away from things that are not relevant to the creation of the ad, and we'll go from there. So I'm going to go ahead and click special ad category, and I'm going to say this is for housing. I don't want Facebook to ban my page because I did something illegal. All right, we're going to go down here to lead generation. Okay? And when I scroll down, I'm going to keep the campaign budget optimized, but I'm going to put it at $10 a day for this example. Guys, you can run, I wouldn't suggest anything less than $5 a day, but $10 a day should get you off to what you need. All right, so there we go. And the campaign bid strategy, lowest cost. Oh, let's go up and call this. Let's name our ad, Buyer Lead Gen, and I'm going to put today's date, 7/22, so I know that I created this ad this month on the 22nd. All right, then you're going to hit continue. Now we're going to create the ad set name, Buyer. You know what we're going to call this? Why? Buyer Lead Gen, and we'll call it Central FL. There we go. Now, this ad is going to be sponsored by my real estate page, so make sure you have the correct page that you want to sponsor the ad for right there. All right, we're going to now go and look at actually creating the ad. So pay very quick attention. I'm going to run through this very quick. What we're going to do is we're going to get rid of the United States because it always defaults to there. And quite frankly, I don't have enough money to send this ad to everybody in the United States. The other thing you want to do is get rid of this and go to people living in this location. And quite frankly, you only want to send the ad to people that are living there. You don't want to send the ad to people that happen to be driving through the areas that you're going to be advertising in, and Facebook captures that. They don't really, for the most part, are not looking to buy in your area. They're just driving through. So people living in this location. All right, so now we're going to decide where I want to do it. So for here, we're going to call it Claremont, Florida, right? Now, when it drops that pin, there are some areas outside of Claremont that I'd like to advertise. So I'm going to drop another pin right about there, and it will give me parts of Leesburg, right? So I'm good with that. Right now, there are 260,000 people let me see this one right here. 20. I want to get rid of that. Guys, bear with me. I didn't drop the pin where I wanted. I'm going to drop the pin right there. All right, there we go. Now I'm at 340,000 people, which is where I want to be. And age, there's nothing you can do about it. This is a new rule with Facebook. Now, what's going to happen, though, as you create the ad, Facebook's going to know that, an 18-year-old's not going to want to buy a home. So they're going to focus in on your target audience, and they will allocate your funds to maximize your lead generation because they want to keep you as a client. Now, for detailed targeting, let's go ahead and put Zillow. Anybody on Facebook right now looking at Zillow, I want them. So let's hit suggestions and see what they say. Homes.com, Trulia. I'm looking for first-time home buyers. I'm looking for a mortgage calculator. Anybody using a mortgage calculator? Pre-qualification, house hunting, and let's see mortgage. If anybody's interested in mortgage loans, boom. All right, so if you noticed, a little while ago we had 320,000 people potentially in my area. It's brought it down to 110. So what it's doing is it's getting rid of everybody that does not fit the interest group I want to send an ad to. All right, so now I want to narrow the audience. So what I want to do is I want to narrow it not only to this list, but on this list, I want them searching for homes on Zillow or talking about it on Facebook. Brought my reach from 110 to 61K. Let's see what suggestions it's going to give me. First-time home buyer, house hunting, mortgage calculator, and let's go ahead and put in mortgage. Boom. So let's see, my list is back up to 100,000. I'm fine with that list. So there you guys go right there. You've got the perfect buyer list of the targeted criteria of the audience you're looking for. Now, underneath placements, I get rid of automatic placements because I don't want Facebook spending my dollars on sites and portals that they take advantage of. I want to go ahead and narrow it down to mine. So I'm going to leave Facebook and Insta. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get rid of, that's good. I don't want it to show up on stories, guys, or Instagram stories or in-stream. I don't want any of that. So it's going to bring my 110 down to 100,000. The reason why I don't want it showing up on stories are kind of for where you want to put something real cute and it's very quick. I don't want to put my real estate stuff onto a platform that's going to spend my dollars where people are literally just wanting to scroll through and see what interests them. It's just not a great place to be, and I don't want people to feel like I'm invading their story time. So that's that. All right, so we're done with that. Optimize for leads, run my ad. You always want to have it running continuously. If you do it like for 7 days or 10 days, it's not going to give Facebook enough time to optimize it, and they're not going to really, they're in the business of making money, and if you're only going to pay them 35 or 40 bucks, their algorithms aren't going to pay good attention to you. So I always set it continuously, and remember, you can always stop the ad or pause it, all right? Once we're done with that, I'm going to hit continue. Now here's where we're going to create the ad proper, all right? So one of the things that you want to do is you want to make sure you target this ad. We're going to call it Claremont Buyers, right? So I'm going to name the ad, and I've already set it to Real Estate Keys. You're going to want to hit Carousel. Now, I like to do 5 pictures, okay? And the reason I like to do 5 pictures is when somebody's looking at my ad, if it's just one picture, I'm going to capture people. But what if they don't like that home? I want them to see 3 homes and 2 absolutely incredible kitchens. I want to capture them. So what you're going to do, and I've already downloaded it to Facebook 5 pictures. And a pro tip, if you want, go and sign up for Canva Pro. It's very inexpensive. And you can actually download, you can go into their description and put houses and go through a whole list of houses that are free to use, licensing included. And you can use those houses for here. Just find some that match the area you're advertising in and what you think would be something that a buyer would click. I also downloaded from Canva 2 really cool kitchens. So let's do it real quick. I'm going to select the image. And I'm going to do my first image on something I think would really pique a buyer's interest. On number 2, I'm going to go ahead and select the next image, and we're going to go with that house. Okay. For my third house, we're going to go ahead and select one of these two. I think I'm going to go with that one. Continue. Now for images 4 and 5, let's go ahead and set up kitchens. We'll start with that beautiful kitchen right there. On the 5th one, we're going to go ahead and select this kitchen. And there you go, guys. There they are. So look how beautiful that is. Now, if your ad is not converting, you might want to go back in and edit and add different pictures. Pictures really grab the attention of the people. And if they don't like your pictures, they're not going to click through. All right, so now that we've got all of that, we are now going to write the text showing up on all the ads. So I've already got the text written right here. The first thing we're going to do is we are going to grab the primary text. You go back to the ad, and there we go. And if you're going to use my text, just change any of the stuff that's not relevant to your area. For instance, I'm showing homes 350 or below. If you're in an area where homes are valued at 650, just change that. But the copy itself works. All right, so once you're done with that, we're going to go in and write a short headline. So let's go ahead and do our headline. And I want to make sure that we are doing this so that you get exactly what you want. So let's go and look at my ad copy for the headline. So for the first home, we're going to put amazing homes under 350K. Copy it. I'm going to go back. And on this first one, it's going to show up right underneath it. And it'll show up in just a minute. Also, guys, you're going to want to make sure that you change your call to action from sign up. People are not going to want to do sign ups. They're not going to want to get quotes, get offers. That's too invasive. So we always use learn more as your form. Okay, so there we go. On the very last home, we've got amazing local homes under 350. Now, for this video, I messed up and started with 5. You usually start with 1. So let's work our way backwards. We'll go to number 4 now. Let's get the next one. Special financing available. So for your headline, there you go. Now I am going to go in here. I just noticed something. I'm going to go here and get rid of this, okay, because I'm showing a kitchen. Let's see if we can get receive. Let's do this and receive your customs home list now. Copy. There we go. And now we should have on homes 4 and 5. There we go. So let's go to 3 and we'll drop our next comment. Amazing homes under 350K. Copy. Drop it on the headline. There you go. We're going to go to home 2 and look for the next one. Gain access to my list of unlisted homes. Gain access to my list of unlisted but ready to sell homes. Okay. Going back here, we're going to drop that. Boom. And then, so we've got gain access, we've got amazing, we've got special and receive. Let's see what else. Special financing available. Boom. So we're going to go back here. We're going to go to the first home, and there we go. I'm going to paste it. Now, all of my copy is there. It's ready to go. All right, so now, and make sure again you've clicked Learn More. Now let's create the form, right? We're going to go ahead and create the form, new form. And on this one, I'm just going to put, because I'm not going to use it, you're going to want to title the form to your area, right? So let's just say you're in Denver. You could put Denver Homes Free List, okay? And then I always have the date, 7/22, and that'll make sense in a minute, because if you're going to use Zapier, you want to make sure you find the correct form so that the leads go into Zapier and come to you automatically. If you're going to use the software I'm going to expose you to in just a minute, you want to make sure you link this form to their dashboard so that when a lead comes in, you get automatically notified in real time. So there we go. On the form itself, we're going to want to go ahead and change the title, and we want it to be on more volume. And on the intro, okay, we want to have the intro copy right here. So there's the headline intro. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to go back to the form, and there it is right there. And look what it looks like over here. Click next to get your homes list, and there's next, right? And you always want to use the image from your ad. If you've already got images on there, use the one from your ad. On the layout, you're going to change it from paragraph to bullets, all right? Here's where you're going to put some bullet points of what they're getting. So we're going to go back to our form. Here's the bullets. One of our team members will reach out to you. Oh, sorry about that. Go back, drop this there. Boom. Right? Or you could say, I will be reaching out to you to create your host. I will be reaching out to create your custom homes list. All right? You can put whatever you want on there. All right, next one is that one. Okay? And then for the last one, we will say no pressure. We want them to know that when they do this, they're not going to be pressured to go get in their car today and go and look at a home. So again, here's what she looks like. There it is right there. So now you're done with that. Okay? The intro's done. Now we're going to go to questions. Okay? On the questions, let's start with the contact form. Facebook lead ads is really killer because they allow you to gain access to their information instantly. So they don't, the buyer, when they're filling out the form, they don't have to put their email, their phone number, their name. It does it automatically. And anybody that registers for a home, for a Facebook page has to put their name, their phone number, their email. Guys, if they get to this point, it's going to do it automatically. Psychologically, that's great for them because they're not having to go through and then rethink as if, I don't want anybody to call me. It just does it. 9 times out of 10, they're going to be fine with that and they're going to move on. So we're going to change a couple things. We're going to get rid of full name. And the reason for that, I don't want to go into the whole detail, but if you're using a drip campaign, you don't want it to go as their full name. You want to separate it so that when your drip goes out, it can say something like, hey, Terry, hey, John, not hey, John Smith. It looks more natural. So we're going to add a category and username. We're going to go with first name. Going to add a category. Going to go with last name. And then the last category one is their phone number. Right there. So guys, that's it. That's your perfect form, right? And once you do all of that, we're going to go to bear with me, guys. Questions. We're going to do multiple choice questions. Now, this is where your ad gets separated from average real estate agents. We now want to further qualify them. And if they go this far and fill this in, you are getting the absolute best possible lead. So when you add a question, you want it to be multiple choice. And let's go and get the first question. Do you currently rent your current home? Do you own or rent your current home? So we're going to go drop that in here, paste it, and we're going to say own, and we're going to add one. And the one that we're going to add will say rent. So simple, simple, guys. Boom. Oh, capitalized. Done. Now we're going to add a question. Multiple choice. So the next one we want to add, are you currently pre-approved for a mortgage? Okay. They're even going to say yes or no, I need to speak to a lender to see my options. So let's go back over here. We're going to hit yeah. So sorry, guys. Getting ahead of myself. Answer. Yes. That's perfect if they are. No, comma, I need to speak to a lender to see my options. Done. Okay? Now we're going to add a question. Multiple choice. Go back over here. if the right home is found, when will you be ready to purchase? Now, this one is super important, guys. Okay? This one is really going to get to the nitty-gritty if they're a now buyer or a nurture. I'm going to say 0 to 3 months. That's really what you want right there. Okay? Going to add another one. 3 to 6 months. Going to add another one. 6 to 12 months. And then the last one will be 12 plus months. Now, how they answer these determines if you're going to start really hammering to work with them right away, or you're going to put them on a long-term drip. So that's, guys, this is where you want to be. Now buyer, stay top of mind on a drip campaign buyer, right? So when you're done with that, we're going to go down to the thank you page. Well, let's go to the privacy policy first. Privacy policy, basically with Facebook, before this ad can be added to this ad copy, you got to put in a privacy policy. If you have a website, here's what it's going to look like. You're going to scroll all the way to the bottom of your website, and down here you're going to see privacy policy. So here's my privacy policy. I have it already. If you don't have a website, go to your broker's website, go to the bottom, he'll have a privacy policy. If that doesn't work, Google privacy policy and get a generic one. So here we're going to call this privacy policy. Okay, ooh, getting ahead of myself. Make it look good. And the link right there, right? And that's what it looks like, all right? So when we're done, it says, thanks, you're all set. Let's go and see what ad copy we have for being done. Thank you page, okay? We're going to say tap call Kelly. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, we're going to say call the business. Button text will be call Kelly. I don't want to send them to a website, right? I want them to fill out the form, and if they want to further call me, they can do it right from Facebook, right? And for the description, tap call Kelly to get your custom homes list built. There it is, guys. Boom, boom, boom. So that's the form. Let's take a look at this form. We go back into intro. Here's what they're going to start with this. Click next to get your custom homes list. I'll be reaching out. Do you own or rent? Here's all the qualifications right there. Then when they hit next, it's going to take them to the next. And finally, it's going to end up with, do they want to call me? So at this point, you're going to save, and it's going to tell you if you did something wrong, which I really love. It'll pop up. Now, when you hit finish, this is where it's going to tell you. So on the questions, okay, on the questions, I didn't do it right. So please, I'm not going to go back and rebuild this. I didn't save it. So when you own your first home, you own, then you add, you can say rent. I guess I'll go ahead and try it right now. And we're going to add that. So that's the, oh, let's get rid of that. I don't know how to spell. We're going to add rent. Big, big deal. You got to make sure you add this information in. Are you currently pre-approved? No, I did not say this. No. I need to talk with a lender to go over my options. I love Facebook. They keep you honest. Pre-fill information. Let people know the information they give you. Okay, right here for pre-fill. I think we have one here. So we'll use this as our pre-fill. Okay. There we go. So let's go back up and see what else I might have missed. If we save it. Oh, it's done. And then we hit finish. All right. Oh, something's not right. I love Facebook, man. It's going to really be on there. So for completion, it's asking for a phone number. I didn't put my phone number in. Ooh, you don't want to do that. 3, 2. All right, so now we're good to go. Guys, Facebook makes it absolutely impossible for you to screw up. They're going to tell you what you didn't get right. So there we go. I'm done. Now, I'm not going to go down here. When you're done, you just go down here and confirm it. It goes to Facebook. They're going to approve your ad or disapprove it. In this case, you should get it approved. And it might be a day before this ad's up and running. Could be an hour. Totally up to Facebook. So now, what happens with all of this data? If you're competent with Zapier, then you can have Zapier take all of your leads over to them. If that is not an option and you've gotten into it, it's just too difficult, guys, I want to share with you. And now, what I'm going to share with you, I'm going to put a link on the bottom. You get a 14-day free trial. It's like 29 bucks a month. It will be your best friend. There's a company called Lead Owl, right? And with Lead Owl, when you sign up with Lead Owl, you are going to have the ability to link this to your Facebook page. So when you're running an ad and you go ahead and set up this to generate the leads, to send to, well, not to generate, but to actually warehouse the leads, Lead Owl will take the lead form you just created. When you click, this is a lead form I want, your campaign's set up. Now what's going to happen with Lead Owl is you're going to download on your phone their app. And you're going to preset 3 emails and 3 texts if you want to use them, or you can call. When a lead goes to Facebook, fills out your form, and goes to Lead Owl, you're going to get a text message from from Lead Owl, and instantly you'll have access to that lead, literally in real time, and you can send them a text or an email, or click to call them. See how easy that is? So Lead Owl. So look below. The very first thing you'll see on the comment section below this YouTube video will be the link to get your 14-day free trial with Lead Owl. So guys, that's it. That is the perfect Facebook buyer and sometimes seller lead form ad setup, walking you through the whole thing. Go ahead and don't forget to hit subscribe and the bell. You'll get all access to all of my videos, and drop me some comments and let me know what you think about this training. I thank every one of you. Share this for me. Go to your sites where you've got other real estate agents. Share this. It will absolutely change their lead flow and lead generation. All right, guys, have a great day, and I will see you on the next video.